It's the return of one of the greatest mob bosses and greatest comic book slash superhero villains of all time, Durant. Yay! Darkman 2, The Return of Durant, whatever, I don't give a damn, released in 1995 and is directed by Bradford May, who's also behind such films like Fight for Justice, the Nancy Khan story, and Darkman 3, Die Darkman Die. Oh boy, I can't wait to finish this franchise. And this film is starring the Mummy himself, Arnold Vosloo, Larry Drake, Kim Delaney, Renee O'Connor, and Lawrence Dane. And the reason why I'm suffering through this franchise again is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from a big-time contributor and supporter of this channel, David Klimov. Thank you very much for the recommendation. I truly appreciate the support, and I know that you probably recommended this movie because you went back in the archives of this channel and you found my review of the very first Darkman film. This was early on, this is like the first 20 videos that I put out on YouTube, first 20 reviews that I put out on YouTube. And I remember not loving the first Darkman. I thought it was complete crap, starring Liam Neeson, directed by Sam Raimi, and it's beloved by a lot of fans out there. It has a cult following. But I remember just hating the thing. It was campy, it was stupid. You have Liam Neeson with a stuffed elephant telling his girlfriend, "Hey, take the fucking elephant!" They mess up his face, they explode his lab, and instead of the explosion just engulfing him in flame and killing him, the explosion shoots him off basically into space. And as he flies by the camera, you just hear Liam Neeson as Darkman going, "Oh!" I just thought it was just so frickin' dumb and so frickin' stupid. But over the years, I was thinking, maybe I was just trying to be edgy and I was just trying to be controversial back then, to have an opinion that stood out against every other one else's opinion when it came to this film and this franchise and reviews and things like that. But after watching this movie, that's the sequel to that one, I stand by everything I said with that film, because if that one I hated, this one's freaking worse. We'll talk about it here in a second. Thank you, David, for the recommendation. If anyone else out there also wants to be like David and help support me and contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left corner of your screen right now. Send over your donation of $5 or more with your movie recommendation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out, just like what I did with David here. Some unbeknownst time after the first Darkman movie, where Robert Durant was brutally murdered in a helicopter accident, or so we thought, his goons find the best plastic surgeon who's able to give him back his skin and his face and basically rescue him. If only Jack Nicholson's Joker found this plastic surgeon back in 1989, maybe we wouldn't have such problems back then. But now that the oh-so-famous and oh-so-villainous Durant is back, he needs to find a place to start making guns so that he can sell them and make profits and ooh, evil. So of course they pick the one factory that is owned by a scientist working on creating skin textures that can stay in place for more than 99 minutes, and the scientist that Darkman is working with. So now Darkman needs to help avenge the death of this scientist in defending his oh-so-important factory. First off, I do appreciate in a sequel they tell you, or they give you, the recap at the beginning of the film to check in with the audience to make sure, hey, you remember what happened in the first one? So here's all the stuff that happened there, here's where we're at, and now we're going to continue on with the story. But I love how they use clips from the first Darkman movie, but also just spliced in Arnold Vosloo's face into certain little clips to make it seem, oh, it was Arnold Vosloo the entire time. They even replayed that explosion clip that I was making fun of earlier in this review where Liam Neeson goes, "Ah!" They replayed it with Arnold Vosloo doing his voiceover of that, and it's definitely not as epic. So already, I'm realizing, yeah, this is gonna be a fucking stupid one, and my god, it succeeded at that. I don't know how you can make one worse than the first Darkman movie. but you did. It's even gonna make me say something nice about the first Darkman movie, where it had this comedic, slapsticky charm about it. This film doesn't have any of that Sam Raimi slapstick charm. It's just, here, gangsters and villains wanting to build guns, and hey, they have a laser that was already built, and they just kind of stole that, and then took it for their own, and they're like, haha, we are awesome. Ooh, Durant! And then Darkman proves here, I don't remember Liam Neeson being so dramatic in the first film, but almost every scene where Darkman is by himself and he's trying scientific experiments by himself and trying to work on skin grafts that can last longer, and he finds out that Durant is back, he will take every moment that he can to curse the skies and just yell a word like, Durant! No! The most overly dramatic superhero of all time. I will say that right now. This whole story is just so stupid, and it's so melodramatic, and they try to make you feel like what's going on in this film is the most important thing to have ever happened in the world. But then you sit back and you go, wow, this is just freaking stupid. I do not care. This isn't affecting me in my everyday life and these people's everyday life, basically, who are living in New York City. It's not affecting them at all either. And this is a character that has no face. Like, you could put on anyone's face and make that be his face going forward, or at least for the next 99 minutes or whatever. So they could have easily incorporated this new actor's face against Liam Neeson's face from the first film and actually make that continuity. But no, they go through the extra effort of trying to convince you, the audience, that no, it was Arnold the entire time. Liam Neeson? Who the fuck is that? It was this guy. It was the Mummy the entire time, people. It was stupid. It was bad. We have corny villains who don't know how to do villainous henchman things, of course. And then they try to make us think that, oh, now that Durant is back, oh, it's just going to be evil all throughout the world. And then, spoiler alert, by the way, he dies in this film too, almost in the exact same way that he died in the first film. And Darkman's like, haha, I won, and then walks off. Doesn't bother to check if the body is actually dead this time. You know, you think he would have learned from the mistakes of the previous film, where he died in an explosion, and he came back with the plastic surgeon. So if he's going to die again in another explosion here, you think you would check the body. But no, he's like, haha, nope, that's it. I'm done. Bye. There's going to be a third one of these. Durant! I'm going to give Darkman 2 The Return of Durant 1 out of 5 Blu-rays.
It's nothing! It's nothing! Never mind!
So guys, if you've seen Darkman 2, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button. And make sure you hit that bell so you'll know the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.